Yep.
Okay, we're going to go to questions in the chat. And hold on one second. Let me see where we are. We'll go first to Chris Solari.
Hey Josh, this obviously is a big win for NCAA hopes for you guys. I wonder if you kind of break down where you feel that's at, and also kind of run us through that sequence at the end after the turnover, and then you come back and get the three after the foul.
Yeah, man. It's definitely been hard, for us with the weeks that we just went through, in terms of all the amount of games that we played, the mental, the emotional, weight that's put onto us. It hasn't been easy to carry. And just to come out tonight and get a win, I think that speaks volumes to the character of our team. One thing that we always say, before we go out and play with the guards and just with everybody in general is that we want to keep the right attitude despite what we see, despite the highs and despite the lows, but staying even keel no matter what we see. And I think this team has done a really good job of that. And then the sequence of having that turnover and then turn around and hitting that three. I think that's just years of playing and realizing that the game it continues. I easily could have been thinking about that turnover, and because I was so focused on the last play, I could have took myself out of that present play and missed that shot. And so I just wanted to continue to keep giving my all on the court, and have a short memory, and that's I got a result that I wanted to see.
We'll go next to Larry Lake.
Josh, can you reflect on the bounce back performance from Rocket Watts?
Oh man, words can't explain how proud I am of him. I'm with him every day. I've seen the work that he's put in. I've had the conversations with him, of just how he's wanted to just do so well for this team, and for him to have a breakthrough tonight, of that nature, it's just exciting. And it's not nothing that has surprised anybody, because this is the Rocket that we seen, last year, when we start making that run towards the end of the season. He was the one that was kind of carrying us then, along with Cassius. But just for him to have this game tonight, it's special, man. It's really special because, he's an unbelievable talent, but most of all, he's more of an unbelievable person. And just to see him get rewarded, for all the things that he's kind of been through. It hasn't been an easy year for him, and just to see that game, see him have this game is just, it's just awesome.
We'll go next to Jana Bartle from the State News.
Hey Josh, so we don't really get to come into the locker room anymore this season, so I'm just kind of wondering after this game when Coach came back in there, how was the celebration in the locker room after?
Oh, you'll probably see it on Instagram. But, we just threw water. We threw water everywhere. Everybody got wet. But, it was just like, it was a celebration that was kind of like, man, everybody just kind of could relax their shoulders a little bit, just because of all the work and how much we've had to persevere, and to be able to end the season, our conference play like this is, it's not much more you could ask for. And so, our work is not finished, but, we do want to, cherish this win because this is a memory that, like Coach said, that we will remember for forever.
We'll go next to Lindsey Huddleston.
Josh, you already touched on it a little bit earlier, but how can this win and this season be a metaphor for life if you're talking to someone who's not a basketball person, a young person, or someone experienced adversity?
Well, I would say that basketball within itself is such a great life teacher. I've learned so many life principles, just through my experience with this game. And, one thing about the game is that it teaches you how to deal with adversity. And the best thing that you can do with adversity is to face it head on and to continue to endure and persevere because, you don't necessarily learn, you don't get the right lessons all the time when you're in your most comfortable state. When everything is in your comfort zone, you don't necessarily always get the lessons that you can use for your life. And just this season, it's kind of been it's kind of been highs, it's kind of been lows. And one thing that I feel like we've learned as a team is how to stay consistent, even when you don't see the results that you want to see. And a lot of times you can get so results driven that those results, that when you don't see the results that you want to see, it make you be high, it can make you be low. But if you're able to be consistent despite what you see, you always progress, and you always will mature, you always will grow in life. And so that's just kind of what this season has taught me.
Next to Justin Rose.
Hey, Josh, I don't know if I've seen a more confident shot than the three you made when the game got a little close. Did you just kind of, I mean, how confident were you just pulling that up?
Man, I was confident. You know, it's just from practice, man. I practiced that shot so much by myself, and you know, I've seen myself hit those kind of shots before, and so, you know, they kicked it to me. I can't remember who actually kicked it to me right now off the top of my head, but I felt like I was open. The whole bench was like, shoot it, and my subconscious mind was like, shoot it. My instinct was like, shoot it. So I shot it, and you know, but at the end of the day, I think, you know, that shot, you know, maybe that did help us win the game, but it was so many other things that you know, played a part into us getting this win tonight. You know, like the question that asked me earlier, Rocket Watts, he did an unbelievable job for us tonight. And, you know, he gave us a great push. And so everybody pitched in. You know, everybody pitched in. And so we just got to keep moving forward, man.
We have time for a couple more questions. We're going to go first to Matt Charbonneau.
Josh, we know the underlying theme this whole time has been NCAA tournament, the streak, and trying to get that back. It seems like this probably did that tonight for you guys. But can you just talk about what it says about your team to be able to persevere through that, and not only that, to beat the teams you did these last couple of weeks, whether it's Michigan, Ohio State, or Illinois? What does it say about you guys and where you're at right now at this moment?
I think it speaks volumes to the way, to how great of a coaching staff we have, for starters. Just the way they've constantly just kept pushing us. They've constantly kept, because, man, let me be honest, it's not easy. It's not easy to come in and day out and see a result that you don't want to see. And so, especially when you're in a position of leadership and you have people following you, that's difficult. Especially when you're even second guessing yourself. So for our coaching staff to come in every day and to really put in the time with us and to give 110% every day, I think that speaks volumes to the type of leaders that we have, and not just in Coach Izzo, but in Dane Fife and Dwayne Stevens and Mike Garland, you know, our GAs, you know, the video guy, Drew Danisco, our trainers, you know, everybody has done an unbelievable job. And then, you know, the players, I mean, we've done a great job as well. And I think one thing that this has really helped us become is even more closer. And, you know, now one thing that Coach said in the locker room is that, you know, we've been battle tested. And, you know, that's the good part about it, is that battles aren't going to end now. They're just going to increase. But because we went through this type of season, I think it's really prepared us. And so now we have to gain the wisdom and gain the lessons and, you know, take them with us as we move forward.
We'll go with two more. We'll go first to Cullen Buddy and then to Brendan Quinn.
Hey, Josh, obviously the thrilling win, and it makes it even better that it's been in front of the biggest crowd Progressive Center has seen. How much were those fans from both sides kind of fueling you guys, and how exciting is it that you guys are going to Indy and there's going to be, you know, 800 fans in there to kind of liven up the environment a little bit?
To be honest, it'll probably be more weird than anything because we haven't been used to seeing the fans when we go to Indiana. But you know, just to have fans, you know, Rocky Watts, his mom was here, and I'm sure that gave him extra incentive. I think this was the first time she's got to see him play since he's been in college. So to just have their support, you know, is one thing that I think that we kind of sometimes take for granted, is the support, you know, of people, you know, in terms of fans. And so having those fans there today, you know, I think it really helped us. And, you know, I think it's really going to help us now. And I think it was even good that we didn't necessarily have fans before, because, you know, sometimes that pressure of the opposing fans can kind of get you distracted. And so now that we've got so used to just playing, you know, when the fans come now, it's just going to be like, you know, we've been so used to playing, it's just going to be like another day for us. So.
We'll wrap it up with one from Brendan Quinn.
Hey, Josh.
Hey.
Just kind of curious, you guys still seem to be an evolving team. You had a 16th
I see greatness, man. I see that, what I see is just a team really coming together and just playing Michigan State basketball. And as we all know, this is the time where Michigan State is at their best. And we're just going to keep trying to grow, keep trying to mature, and be happy for who's ever doing well. And I think that does speaks volumes to the variety of talent that we have on our team. That, like you said, Joey had a game, Rocket had a game, and so now it's just about us, putting all those pieces together, and just doing what we can do. Yes, sir.
Josh, thanks so much for your
Yep.
time. We appreciate you coming up, and we'll have Coach Izzo shortly.
Yep. Thank you, guys.